Hello students, in this video I am going to tell you the infinitive and its uses. That is the first lesson of a second term syllabus. Before I could explain infinitive and its uses, we need to recall some basic things. Okay, let's get started. Now here you can see I have written verb. Verb is divided into two types, that is finite verb and non-finite verb. What is finite verb? Finite verbs are those verbs which is limited by the number and person of the subject. Like it is limited by the number of the persons. For example, see this: he reads newspaper. You know the rules, right? If there is singular person, we have to add s or es to the verb. So this verb is definitely following all the rules. The next one, I am reading newspaper. Now did you see a change in the verb reading? Did you see a change in the verb reading? This occurred because of the subject here. Here we have I. When we have this I am, we have to add ing to the verb. So these verbs are changing, or we can say they are limited by the subject. By the subjects. These verbs are controlled by the subjects. Now let's discuss non-finite verb. He likes reading newspaper. Here, see the change here, reading. And what is the subject here? He. Actually with he, what do we write? Reads. But here we have written reading. So these verbs are called non-finite verb. They do not follow the subjects. Actually we can say that they do not have subjects. Non-finite verbs do not have subjects. They are not limited or controlled by the subjects. These kind of verbs are called non-finite verb. Let me make clear to you. Non-finite verb is that which is derived from verb but has no subject. Let's see one more example. Reading newspaper is a good habit. Here see the verb. It has no subject. Yeah, see this word reading. It has no subject. It doesn't follow the subjects. We can say that it has no subject. So these kind of non-finite verbs. Now non-finite verbs are divided into three types. They are infinitive, gerund, and participle. Infinitive, gerund, and participle. Before that, let's revise once again. Verbs are divided into two types: finite verb and non-finite verb. Finite verb and non-finite verb. Here, he reads newspaper. I am reading newspaper. These verbs are limited by the subjects. They could only change according to the number of persons or according to the subject. They are called finite verb. Now, let's discuss non-finite verb. He likes reading newspaper. Here we have reading even though the subject is he. That means it is not controlled or limited by the subject. So these kind of verbs are called non-finite verbs. Verb. Now you have understood finite verb and non-finite verb very clearly. Now we are going to discuss about non-finite verb. Non-finite verb are divided into three types: infinitive, gerund, participle. Okay, we'll discuss one after the other. First we'll discuss infinitive. Infinitive is formed from a verb but doesn't act as a verb. For example, see the examples of infinitive. Here we have the verb and along with the verb we have to. So these kind of verbs are called infinitive. To read, to leave, to join, to jump, all these are the examples of infinitive. Now we have two types of infinitives, that are with to infinitive and without to infinitive. That means in some sentence we will have to with the verb, but with some sentences we do not have to with the verb. But the similarity here is these both verbs do not have subject. Let's take an example. They like to read book. This is the infinitive here in the sentence. Now, next sentence. You had better come with me. See the verbs here, find out the verbs here. Had, helping verb, okay, and it is with the subject, so this is not infinitive at all. Now next verb we have here is come. You had better come with me. This verb is not having a subject, so this kind of verb is called infinitive. So let's revise once again. Infinitive examples are to read, to leave, to join. Sometimes we also have the infinitives without to. The only similarity is they both do not have subject. I hope you have understood what is infinitive. Do the exercises of your lesson number 19. Do all the exercises, exercise 1, 2, 3 and 4. I hope you understood everything, and if you have any doubts, please tell me, text me in the WhatsApp. Thank you.